Hey guys, welcome back to some more Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon. It's All Snack here, and we're about to take on the final level. So, we walk up and just go down the staircase. Our three heroes find the gate in front of them closed, and must each break their own part of the seal. So we're going to start with Miriam's seal. We don't have any choice, actually. You have to beat them all, so what does it really matter? This is pretty decent, actually. You want this for later, but you have these enemies, and they're tougher versions of enemies that you fought before. Oof, that's fine. But it's same pattern. It's not that bad, but it's got this more like Japanese aesthetic. But that's because Zangetsu is the demon lord now. So that's the first room down, and to do the second room, yeah, to get that you have to have these daggers, and that drops a 1-up always. So having the daggers is important to you. But you got these things, which are these annoying enemies once again. Having the scythe would be a good idea. So we can kind of outspace this guy. So that's an interesting strategy you can take, so you don't get completely screwed by him. So I think each character has 2 rooms. Then you get these bonus items, and then you have a mini-boss to fight, and each one of them has a unique mini-boss. And this is hers. Good old Miriam. And it's just worth it just to throw out your weapons, and it's not that big of a deal. What will this give me? I don't want that. You really have to play a very careful game here with all these characters. You can't mess around in the same way that you possibly could have before. A lot of his is one of the hardest because of these type platforming situations. I forget how to get that. I think what you can do, because that has a 1-up in it, I think what you can do is you can freeze that lantern I just broke and then jump on top of that and be able to get it. Now, once again, we see that there's that lantern, and we have to get the green one. We have to, not be an idiot. If you freeze that, then you can hit the one, get the green part on top. Now, an interesting thing about these sub-levels is that if I hit this, it didn't have the same power-up as it did last time. It cycles through power-ups based on what you've had. So that's pretty neat. Due to that, though, you want to, kind of make sure you keep what you want to keep, Here, you definitely want to keep the ice power. Yeah, let's see if I can. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you have to use it as a staircase. That's fine. That's conceptually, that's really interesting, though. So, freeze that, jump on this, and attack. Oof. Still, I got it. I don't know. This is definitely the hardest one. I don't know why they gave the old man the stiffest controlled guy, the most platforming heavy final area. Gebbles was super easy from my practice run. I was just like, it's over? It was one of those types of moments. Alright. Do that jump here. Jump here. Okay. There we go. Aha! I got that 1-up. Totes worth 100%. I mean, on honestly really is. You get a lot of bang for your buck for doing that. So that's just every time you read, you know, it means that you can't really run out of lives, which is kind of really worth something in its own right, you know. Yeah, walk into my staff. Oof. That really is just an oof. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to like actually talk over this part and you know do it. I might have to go, you know, big boy concentration mode. I mean, sometimes you gotta do it. Sometimes you just gotta sit back and take advantage of your situation, really figure things out. A good step back from a situation can be a very helpful thing. Yeah, there we go, see? That was some smart. Why did I freeze the top one before? That was entirely unnecessary. Sometimes I just don't use my brain. Well, that's fine. Either way, it's not the biggest deal. Though it is helpful for the platforming. Yeah, I bet there's some actually really interesting damage boosts you can do with the fireballs. I would actually like to see like how the speedrun goes of that, because I can imagine this part you really do use those for a damage boost. Is there anything good here? Nope. I guess I'm fighting the mini boss with ice. Oh. I guess since the mini boss, it still keeps that rule. Then why would I keep the super lightning bolt? That's just dramatically worse. So Gebel, if you go down there, it's instant death. You just have to dodge Medusa heads essentially, and it's not bad at all. And that's his first room. It was just, you see that? And here's his second room. It's just this floor with these guys. But you just hit them like that and they're dead. You just jump up and throw out your bats and they'll run to the bat and they fall on the ground, unable to do anything. They're based out of those like little like seductress enemies with the hearts that they blow, but it's completely worthless. Did he have... was there something I missed over here to get a one-up from? A lantern? No? Did I already get it? Maybe I did. I think maybe I did. Doesn't really matter. We're good past this point because you know I'm not losing to whatever mini boss this is. So this is the most unique one. It's kind of like this is like something that we've never seen before. It's not a variation of another mini boss enemy, but it was super hard. But the 3 seals are broken. And now we can go on and save our friend's life. I'm not too worried about any of the characters' health at this point. So, you come in here and you really get to make your choice of what weapon you want. You really want the daggers. And you want to be full weapon power. And once again, before the final boss fight, you will respawn here, you have infinite lives, you cannot run out of lives and have to do this level over again. It is time for the final boss. Now, one thing to note about the final boss is that you will only be using Miriam. So, while you fight this this boss fight, when you go through here, I would go ahead and get the weapon you want, and then have Gebel break all the purple lanterns. If you die, because you get a game mode. If you die, you start over here with only like 10 weapon points, and that's the best way to get your weapon points back up. But anyways, let's begin the fight. So he puts our two friends out of business, and he will do a jump slash. He'll slash at you, uh, and then he'll jump up to the ceiling, and he shoots a sword in the ground. And here you want to jump onto the bats. Your friends will help you in this fight, and they are wonderful. But I'm probably going to lose once because he can be a tough customer. So, and you can hit him here when you drop. You can kind of see what's happening with these attacks. It's hard to explain in the heat of things. So you're kind of seeing my strategy. So once again, the sword, jump on the bats, and just throw these at him. And you want to jump off at the last moment, hit him like twice, and then jump over him because he will immediately start slashing again. And here, oof, well that hit me towards him so I can actually get more hits on him. That's fine by me. Okay, what's he doing? Okay. Jump over here, and you follow him over. He can block all the flames with this, and you get a couple good hits on this asshole. And now it's time for his final attack. So, the Alchemist is charging up for the final blow. If the Alchemist gets hit here, it's instant game over. So you want to make sure you block everything. Actually, I'll show it once. Never mind, I will not show it. Look at me trying to be fancy. I accidentally beat the final boss. It has a unique animation if you get hit by it. So I think at the end of this video, I'll put a clip in at the end showing what happens. Thus, the new era of darkness came to an end. However, their failure to save their ally's life weighed heavily upon their hearts. In the end, they only had enough power to save his soul. May this land and his soul know true peace. So that was pretty interesting. In a lot of the other endings, the castle disappears, but the castle remains. So they have a lot of unique screenshots here saved for this ending only, which is really cool. It all focuses around these three main characters, and that final attack is it's pretty amazing. And I like that final boss fight a lot. That I wasn't able to really explain everything, but having all your friends working together to try to save Zangetsu's soul. It was really cool how the Alchemist would block like the super dragon arm flames, and the bat would save you from like the death arms below. Dodging his attacks are pretty cool. It's a really fast boss. He doesn't really have that much health, and as you saw, I took the triple knives to throw up to really take advantage of. What was I saying? To really take advantage of the fact that you can hit all three of them while he's standing up there, and you can throw them over and over and over again and get a lot of damage really quickly. And that's why I think they're the best weapon to take into there. Either way, though, really great game, really great final fight. I really liked how there was a secret level 9 for the Nightmare mode, and it kind of like had level design based off of all three of the characters' strengths and weaknesses. Mostly just the weaknesses of the old man. It really that one really busts you up. But that's the ending. Thank you for playing. Zangetsu's soul remained behind where it was driven to the afterlife. The opening Mega Man 2. No, I'm kidding. The end. And from what I've heard, that is the city from another Inti Creates game, the Azure Striker. Azure Gunvolt, Azure Striker Gunvolt, I think it is what it's called. It's kind of like Mega Man inspired type of platformer, which I'm considering checking out. I really like this game, and it's kind of cool how they connected the worlds of these games, which is one's like this kind of sci-fi futuristic, and this one's kind of like this, you know, gothic horror, you know, type of game. And, you know, I said I'd talk about some plans during the credits. So, after this episode goes up, I am going to return to work on Breath of the Wild. But Breath of the Wild is a long game, and I don't want to have to, like, solely do Breath of the Wild videos for a long time. So I'm going to upload them in between Let's Plays, or when there's, like a good, like, break point between in a game, so they can say, hey, we have something different just for a little while. So it's going to be maybe like 8 episodes at a time, or just kind of like scatter things intermittently between projects to kind of keep that one going, but also have some momentum with other games. So with that, I will having a host again, co-host again. His name is Kyle, a good friend of mine, and I think we can have some pretty good synergy together. So I invited him to come to the show with me, and we're going to be recording some stuff. Also, I plan on doing a very short Pokemon Snap Let's Play with my friend Drew, just because it's this type of fun thing that's kind of do with friends. So I think what's going to end up happening is, as long as, you know, Drew has the time, you know, you have to plan around with the people doing this, but it's going to be a segment of Breath of the Wild, and then the rest of Bloodstained, you know, the bonus episodes, then the rest of, what was I saying? The rest of Bloodstained, and then it's going to be a little bit more Breath of the Wild, and then I'm going to go into Pokemon Snap, and if not that, then it's going to be either Final Fantasy II or Yoshi's Woolly World. Those are games that, those two games are games that me and Kyle are interested in playing together, so I'd really like to share that. So if you have an opinion on which one of those things you're most interested in, just let me know, and you might be able to make the impossible possible, but we will be recording things soon, so I think those are all set as projects I'm going to do. It's just kind of like the order in which we release them is kind of dependent. So, once again, if you liked what you saw, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time for some more Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon, and now it's time for me to get back up to that final fight. Alright guys, we're back. It's time for me to, you know, I decided I'll show the final boss one more time because it's a really cool final fight. So, please join me for the ending that's not actually an ending. And it's super cool just with, you know, the implication that it has. And thank you once again for that one-up. So even if you come in as Gebel, it forces you back to Miriam immediately. Just to show that again. That's such a cool animation right now. I'm glad I can, like, talk over this part and just, you know, kind of gush a little bit more. Because I will take any opportunity to, I can, to gush about this game. Perfect. Look at this. This is so dirty. And you have, like, ooh. Yeah, not worth it. Duh. That was some. Yeah, follow my boy. Okay, I'm really sucking today. Don't you hit me? Okay, please go up. Yeah, perfect. You can still hit him like this. Oof. And die. So, though I made it look easy the first time, it can actually be quite the challenging fight. You really have to focus on your spacing because, you know, if you're really too close to him on one side when he starts dashing, you don't, after you jump over one, you don't have enough time to jump over the next one. So you have to be really careful about, you know, how you space that. So this is the trick I told you about, like, just making sure that you get as many weapon points as possible. Once again, let's get this show on the road. Okay, what is he doing? Oh, come on. That one's just kind of like, you don't know which side that the old man's going to jump to, so it's really hard to react to. What are you going to do? Gonna jump to the ceiling? No. Of course. That's actually my least favorite attack because it's really hard to know what his plan is. For, you know, like, is he going, if the old man gets up, in like what side the old man gets to. It's probably the hardest pattern to learn, and can be actually the only thing about this fight that I would actually say is borderline obnoxious. There we go, I'm all out of weapon power. Well, that's fine. He made this he made this one easy on me. Alright, so I defeated it, but I'm feeling a little lazy today. I'm just gonna hop on over here. I'm not gonna do my job. Uh-oh. And he turns into like a true demon form, and his soul is lost forever. So with that, that is the worst possible thing that can happen in this game. And you've seen the ending, you've seen it all now. And I really hope you enjoyed this last little tiny bit that I'm giving you of this game, because I sure do love every aspect of this game. So if you liked what you saw, like, comment, and subscribe. I know I said this again earlier because I already did the outro, huh? Wow. Either way, though, do it, and I'll see you guys next time. Next episode is probably going to be Breath of the Wild, but there will be a next time for Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, and I hope you all enjoy it. Peace out.